Hello, Leo, and welcome back to your monthly reading. I know things have been just a little bit intense for you at home, Leo, and in your personal life, and I really do hope that things have just gotten just a little bit better. All right, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can shed some light on you, Leo, and see how we can help you this month, my friendly, ferocious friends. And let's see what let's see what we've got for you, pussycat. All right. I'm sorry, I can't be held responsible for the things I say. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with your spiritual focus, which is the Emperor card. And things are happening finally on your terms, Leo. Here with the Emperor card here, we have the Rams here actually on his throne, which is more Aries, but I get a fiery energy from this. So the point that I'm saying here, Leo, is right now your monthly focus is really reclaiming your own power. These last 2 months you've kind of been docile and you've been silent, and you've been kind of having to take the back burner. But really this month, like I said, everything is happening on your own terms. This is you embodying this very masculine kind of like an energy and taking this forwardness and actually being able to move forward and make the decisions that you've been holding off on making, voicing everything that you've been holding back, saying everything that you needed to say. Everything has kind of like fallen into place and you've had enough. You've gotten everything that you need to say. You've got all the puzzle pieces together. There's no more information that you need to take. You have all of the knowledge, first and foremost, and maybe there's some things that you learned this past month, Leo, that maybe you almost kind of like regret even learning to begin with. Maybe some things had come to light, maybe some realizations have kind of come out of this. But like I said, really your spiritual focus this month is this Emperor card, and I really feel like this is you taking charge, Leo. This is you finally being in your own fiery element and you being in charge again, you being the boss again, Leo. And this is really exactly where this is where you love to be anyway. You hate to be subservient, Leo. This is not in your nature, and this is you finally taking that limelight and really reclaiming that power back on your own terms. You're not answering to anybody. You're not submissive to anybody this month, Leo. This is you taking affirmative action, and everything is happening the way you want it to, as you want it to. It's almost like everything is moving around you on your own clock. The monthly lesson here, however, that's coming in very strongly for me is the Moon card. So for some of you guys might be dealing with a Pisces or a very negative feminine energy here that I see kind of like influencing your lives. This could be a mother, this could be a lover, this could be just someone close to you that I feel like is a woman. Again, Pisces energy could be a water sign, but I really feel like this month, this is someone using your own fears and kind of playing them against you here with the Moon card. So I would be very careful, Leo, to not play into your own fears or almost like your own suspicions and paranoia even. And if there's anyone around you, again, a female who kind of seems to be catering towards your own paranoia or towards your own negative ideas, almost like a type of person who it's like they don't have anything to say until it's something negative, be very mindful and be very wary of that, because I feel like this is distorting your own image, Leo. Right now, I think you're feeling on top and you're feeling exactly where you should, and I feel like whoever this is around you really doesn't want you to feel that way. So be very mindful of that. I do see like underhandedness here. Maybe this is someone that some of you guys might maybe trust a little bit, but there's an underplaying here, underhandedness here, almost like I feel like with the Moon card. And there's things going on behind the scenes that you're just not exactly aware of, but will be kind of coming to light, not in the obvious way. I feel like this is going to require you doing some digging, Leo. So really try to dig deep into that intuition and kind of really pay close attention to the words and to the surroundings and to the people around you, because that's really going to give you a lot of key insight into what's going on here. This could be someone that was once very loyal to you, Leo, and has suddenly transformed or turned on you in a dime that you might finally come to see, which I really hope is not the case, but that's what it's looking like. Okay. Your monthly lesson this month is that balancing act. Kind of like what we were seeing in Taurus's video, which is about balancing your finances. But this isn't really about that for you, Leo. This month for you, this is all about balancing your own feelings with your own pride, which is almost funny to say. So maybe some of you guys have been put in a position in your past month, or in the last month rather, where your pride or your ego was compromised, so to speak. You know what I mean? And there's just something that's really keeping you from keep staying level-headed here with the Two of Coins. So I feel like what's most important here is remember that you are the one calling the shots right now, Leo, and this is not the time for other people. Anybody else who's coming in and trying to get you to believe otherwise, or getting you to try to do something that you feel is against your best interest, don't listen to them, Leo. This is about you performing that balancing act and you proving that you have what it takes to kind of take the reins in this situation. Maybe somebody was doubting you, but that's neither here nor there. Positively influencing you is the Queen of Cups, which to me tells me that you have all of the emotional maturity and all of the responsibility that it's going to take for you to lead and to take charge of the situation. But most importantly, it's telling me that you know your own feelings and your own heart more than anybody else does. So don't let anyone try to interfere with your own self, Leo. Don't let anyone make you question or second guess everything that you're saying, because you have the answers. You have the emotional range and the emotional depth to actually look past what's being presented to you and see things as they really are. Okay, don't listen to what other people say. Do not play into the fears or into the suspicions or just being suspicious of other people without cause or without reason. Really try to let your intuition guide you and really be that effective leader that I know you are. It's just so many of these cards love to pop out at the same time. Negatively influencing you is also the Tower card. So I feel like there's a very swift change that's coming to you, Leo, and I feel like you're not really going to like it, and it might even call a compromise to your own authority. This is probably going to be a blow to your ego, Leo. This might be just a little bit harmful to your sense of pride and just kind of like where you are, but this is not going to be the end of you, okay? This is not going to be something that's going to knock you down onto your feet. This is not going to be something that's going to defeat you, but rather this is something that's going to humble you just a little bit. So maybe there's a few ideas that some of you guys have been harboring onto things, maybe a sense of invincibility, or maybe a sense of just you feel like you have been so right about whatever it is that you think. There's going to be something that's going to be a sudden change to you, Leo, and it's not going to be I don't think you're going to like it, to be completely honest with you, because it is negative. I'm going to pull one more card here, and we're also getting the Temperance card, so I don't know if I just don't know how to shuffle the deck, or we're just really the same energy is just coming in here. And again, this is going to revolve around you trying to make the best of the situation work, but the reality of it is the situation you have no reason to be in to begin with. And I feel like that's really what it is. So this is going to be very much you getting knocked out of place here, and kind of like everything is going to get leveled. Everything is just going to kind of get like balanced out, and you're going to kind of come to realize, Leo, that this was not an issue that you needed to almost stick your nose in, which is something I feel like telling you. I feel like you're trying to save somebody, which is even something I feel like is coming. Maybe you're being the Emperor card here, and maybe some of you Leos out there are stepping in and providing for somebody and stepping in and helping somebody, and you're going to very quickly see why this was not a situation for you to get involved with. Do not expend or do not exhaust your grace and your resources, Leo, onto people who really are undeserving of that. And I feel like here with the Moon card, some of you guys might be involved with somebody who is just a little bit more deceptive than you might actually be aware of. I really feel like this is a water sign female. If not, this is a male with a very feminine energy, or could be a water sign as well. But really be on the lookout for that, Leo, for someone who's just really not playing very fair. All right, so we're going to do one last word of advice, and the word of advice for you is the Chariot. And this is major Cancer energy here, like I always tell people, and this is about moving forward and conquesting victory. So Leo, despite the fact that you might feel like you got knocked down a few pegs, the Chariot card is here to remind you that victory is yours. You're going to perceive this as a loss, Leo, and you're going to perceive this as a failure on your end, or as something. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to sit back and say, what could I have done? How could I have changed this? How could I have made this right? But Leo, this is not really where you're supposed to be stepping in. Leo, this is for you to move forward, and this is actually going to be a victory towards you, almost in hindsight. I think you're going to look back on this at the end of the month, and you're going to have that moment and be like, wow, that really was for my best interest, and I actually came out on top at the end of that. The Chariot card is victorious energy, and it's also moving past the Cancerian energy of holding on to the past. So Leo, this support that you've maybe been doling out to people that you feel like have not deserved it, you are going to be getting out of this situation, Leo. You're going to be moving out of this, and it's going to take that Tower card energy. It's going to take that Tower card removing you from this to be able to give you the strength and the sight to be able to finally move on and just kind of leave this all behind you, Leo, because you're over this. You're past this. You don't need this anymore. Okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and do one child message, and we're going to see what we got to say here. Let's see what the powers that be have to say for us, Leo. Wands. Own that. Own that. That's all the only thing. What you're seeing and what you're perceiving as misfortune and unluckiness and something that is really you're looking at right now, Leo, as a curse, that is going to be your greatest asset and your biggest blessing in all of this. There is so much hope and so much potential for this to bloom into something that you could not even imagine. Here, wow, Leo, with the Queen of Wands, to me this is you taking that authority, reclaiming your right to the throne, reclaiming your own self, and really coming back to your own power, Leo, because you have been so out of it for these past couple of months that this is you glowing and you vibrating. I feel like, and again, as just this last message to you, really what's coming in big time again is what you perceive to be as misfortune and as a curse and as the bane of your existence, really, Leo, is going to wind up being your absolute biggest blessing, and there's so many beautiful things coming towards you. I almost want to pull just one card left here. Yeah, Six of Swords, you moving on. Fucking finally. This is you finally being able to move on and make peace with your whole past here with the Chariot card, and just actually finally being able to move forward with a clean slate. No longer worrying about the worries of your past or these issues that you were tied up with your past, but this is you moving on with a clean slate and being able to progress forward with your own agenda and with your own ideas. Okay, Leo, so I will go ahead and end your reading on that note. I do hope that that was beneficial to you, and I mean, again, what we perceive sometimes as a curse is really our greatest asset, our biggest blessings, Leo, and you have the High Priestess card at the back of your deck, and I really feel like telling you to listen to your, oh, you can't even see that. Still can't even see that. Listen to your intuition here with the High Priestess card, Leo. I mean, I really feel like that's just the most prominent thing coming in here. If something does not feel right to you, if something seems iffy to you, if there's someone that seems like they're just a little bit less sincere, listen to your gut. It will never guide you wrong. Alrighty, Leo, so I will see you next month, and I hope this was any help, and I will see you soon.